Ladies and gentlemen, F124 will not be a next-gen game, because if this is the official Microsoft Store page, and look what it's available on, ladies and gentlemen, Xbox One. I've also seen other retailers selling a PS4 version of the game as well. So yes, but obviously it is coming. If you missed it earlier, you probably haven't, but if you did miss it earlier, it's coming the 31st of May, although if you get the Champions Edition like usual, it's the 28th of May as well. I will go back obviously through this, but effectively you get a limited time bonus of McLaren, the Williams, the Alpine and the Haas liveries, plus the McLaren and the terrible looking Alpine F1 Esports livery immediately available in their time trial. The McLaren Esport livery, by the way, is a fantastic looking car. I'm annoyed that you can't take them around in Grand Prix mode. That would be, even if it's just lots of these, you can use the fake drivers if you really want to, but being able to use that in Grand Prix mode and have a little race would be absolutely quite cool. Well, that's a little bit annoying. It comes a little bit iffy. Apparently there's going to be some time trial stuff as well, and then it says get a second set of F24 liveries. I don't know what after April, the 24th of April. They don't say 3 days early access, special events with unlockable rewards. Apparently if you order the Champions Edition, you get early access to the Champion Edition events as well, so that's good. But special events with unlockable reward only available during early access. I think there's going to be some F1 World stuff, and again, this is an improvement. Last year we only had the Alfa Romeo, and I should point out, if you're thinking about the McLaren, Williams and Alpine and Haas liveries, they are just liveries. They are, because at the end of the day, they are on the FOM car as well. One VIP podium pass. Again, the podium pass has been dreadful. 2 new My Team icons. Now, I don't know any about that. I think it didn't get leaked last year, I forget. An F1 World bumper pack, which is pretty much then the usual thing. And of course, if you buy the Xbox One version, the Xbox version, you get dual entitlement, like they've done similar with a lot of Xbox stuff. Fair play. I don't know if Microsoft is enforcing developers to do this as well. Obviously, there's 2 bits of news that will really affect you. Career mode is getting a revamp. Unleash your champion. Now, unfortunately, this is driver career mode as well. It's still co-op, by the way, as well. Says ray tracing is available, usual smart delivery stuff. Wasn't that? There's something about that last year. I forget. If you remember, let me know in the comments below. Obviously, we still got split screen. Don't actually. No, there's a cross-platform co-op. I presume that means it allows you to cross-platform is still available. There's an online co-op, which I presume is 2-player career mode, and there's a local multiplayer on LAN as well, still available. An online multiplayer. It says 2 to 22, which means that they have not increased the number of people you can have in an online lobby as well. Right, I'm just going to say this now before I rattle on about more other stuff. I don't think this is going to be. I think that everything will be on driver career mode, and I don't think I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be everything, because the next update isn't going to be until April as well. So I'm a little nervous to see exactly what they come up with driver career mode. Whether it's just it's apparently revamped. I'll find the bit in a minute and show you about that. Now, obviously, this is the official page. There you can see the liveries, the McLaren, the Williams, to race in time trial. It's not a race, and the Haas. This is the McLaren one. I've seen the front of it. Actually looks fantastic. The Alpine looks dreadful. as well. If you've played, by the way, 50, they've upped the discount. If you and they've extended it back to the previous 3 games, which is more, so 15% discount. Which, you know, I take that, you know, any day of the week. Obviously, they can now connect immediately with the 2024 season with some of our favourite teams ahead. Blah de blah de blah from Lee Useless. Once you pre-order, they will be available in a special F1 World event in 2023. So, yeah, obviously this is the terrible Alpine livery, and this is the carbon fibre version. This is the house. As I say, I haven't done that video yet, and obviously the Williams they've shown there as well. Obviously, there's a new dynamic handling system, and I've got reservations about this because they've mentioned something about handling something like this beforehand. They didn't actually do something. I'm pretty sure they mentioned probably something very similar in F123, and it was a dreadful handling system. Turned out to be F122, but worse in the slower corners, and only marginally better on traction and high-speed corners. Of course, you get the usual pre-order bonus, which was already mentioned. Now, this all got the release date for this, by the way, got leaked last week or so. So yeah, 79 quid minus 15%. So you know that's a good money off, a good proportion off, as well. Obviously, if you're on console, you're going to have to cough up because it's 10 quid more expensive as it usually is, as well. But this all got released, but apparently it's not the earliest career mode. F1 2000 launched on the 24th of March. To say, the outside line has probably played that because Ash is always one that always plays in that. If you don't know who he is, I recommend you go and check him out. If you want to see some very old F1 games. So this is what I was mentioning about its all new driver career mode. Driver, so it doesn't look like my team's getting an update, but I'd be very surprised. This is, by the way, the game thing selling PS4 version, as well. I think there'll be some updates to my team as well, but I don't. Whether or not the emphasis will be on driver career mode, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to end on some rumours. As I say, there's not really been a lot. 2 things from Josh Merrin on Twitter, who spotted that 2024 is not listed to have any anti-cheat software on the. This looks like the Steam version. 2020 F124, as with F123, uses the de novo anti-tamper, which is I don't know what that is. To stop people modifying game files and systems and make the games inaccessible once edited. I presume that's online. This is different to anti-cheat, and apparently their sister product, de novo anti-cheat, is also developed by the same company. Has it not listed as being included in F124, F123, and we know that I think they're just patching it by lines of code. So obviously this is good news for modding because it means that it's the same with F123 now. If you try and use a modded livery online, you won't be able to go online, but if you use it in career mode, you will be fine. And Josh has also speculated that F124 is increasingly likely to be on Unreal Engine 4. Apparently there's no ego branding on any store page, the EA website or Codemasters website, in addition to increased game specs. I haven't seen increased game specs anywhere, I don't think, but there we go. If he's seen it, then there. Although he does speculate also, and I think this is more likely, F125 now. But I don't know why they go Unreal, because the reason why they went Unreal with the World Rallycross game was because they designed that game before EA took over. This is the thing. Now, EA are in charge. The most logically thing is you'd have the EA game being on a Frostbite engine, possibly. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if it's just the fact that they've forgotten to do the ego branding, or if they don't need it because the Codemaster's own engine. I don't know. Obviously, I don't believe there's any branding of any ego stuff, so anything. So you'd expect if it was Unreal Engine 4 there to be something on the store pages. In actual fact, the specs are already on the Steam store page, with apparently these are increased as per Josh said, so they're doing something to it, but whether or not it's a new one I don't know. I mean, the minimum one anyway, i3. Last year though I did have to upgrade my drivers to play F123 compared to F120 previous years, so it could just very well be that they've done something to the ego engine to try and get the most out of it, but we don't know. You know, there's no real thing to say that what's going to be on, so it could just be an oversight. We don't actually know. And also, Unreal Engine 4 compared to Unreal Engine 5. Just think about that. Because obviously Unreal Engine 5 is what what the RWC game released on. You know, being that's a new game, and that's also the latest version. So of the Unreal Engine engine. So realistically, could this be Frostbite? I don't know. You know, I'm not familiar if Frostbite, what the latest version of Frostbite is. But yeah, it looks like if recommended graphics card has taken a step up, definitely to as well compared to last year. But yes, I've rambled on. Apologies about that. We'll find out more details soon. I'm sure there's going to be some more leaks. There's already been leaked the date of it, so yes, I'm interested to see what this driver career mode is going to be like, you know, because since 2020 it's not really been that great. Whether or not we're going to be getting stuff that they're just going to be putting stuff back in that was removed from previous driver career modes, like cutscenes, you know, I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, an overhaul career mode, they could just be transferring stuff from F1 World and Breaking Point, you know, stuff that exists already. And this is something I talked about in my F124 game ideas. The stuff that already has been in the current games. If you hold it all together, then you'd create a fantastic career mode, probably on the same engine. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you going to be playing F124? You know, with its overhauled driver career mode? Obviously, that means that a lot of people will be turning away potentially from my team. You know, if my team is the same now, but yet driver career mode is this fantastic new thing, will you obviously switch to driver career mode, or will you continue with your story in my team career mode? Let me know what you think about F124 in the comments below. If you are new around here, then leave the like button as well, and of course subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and to see plenty more F124 game news videos. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, enjoy your day, and goodbye.